Steve, I've been asked some questions lately. Like, Svein Are, hvorfor orker du å være fasilitator når det virker som du ikke klarer å påvirke folk?
I mean, that's beautiful, Svein Are. In a language I understand.
Of course, yeah. So something like, how do you manage to stay in the facilitation game? It seems that sometimes you're not able to get a group to budge or move or anything.
Were these people basically giving you shade and saying you were a poor facilitator, Svein Are? Is there something else going on?
Maybe someone. No, I think there's something else. It's the knowledge of, maybe this is about persistence. That you need persistence to be a facilitator. We are often facilitating groups and think of people as a group, but really they are individuals, which means that the angle you have chosen to help this group go forward might reach some of them, but not all of them, which means you might need to go at it several times.
I think of a colleague who was telling me about some data they had about a group. You look at the data and they've moved like an inch on their journey, like a very small amount, if you look at the big picture. Then if you look at the individual responses in that data, you see most people are more or less thereabout, but there was a small group of people who really radically changed. Is that what you're saying, Svein Are, that you just be content with that? Is that enough, though? Is that genuinely enough?
Yeah, is it? So we often talk about waste. So if you're not able to get into people or move people, that could be seen as waste. But sometimes it's about also planting seeds, and they would take some time before something happens, which I've experienced time and time again. So I think still that persistence is something that you need as a facilitator to be able to hang on, to be there and stick. So maybe the next angle, curiosity, what's the next angle? How do I help these people to move on, to get the best IT that they can?
So you use the moment to reflect on your own practice as a facilitator and try again.
Yeah.
And for my mind, it's being aware that even if we only are with that group for an hour, they've had a story before us and they'll have a story after us. I'm reminded of a friend, Ruth Archer, and she's described a husband who said, what's the difference between persistence and stubbornness? Persistence wins. So maybe, Svein Are, you're just good because you keep going.
I think it's a point.